Hey everyone, Sean back here, and in this video we're going to install the Nest Doorbell. So a couple weeks ago on Black Friday, Sharon and I decided to buy the Nest Doorbell to make our home a little bit smarter. We want to integrate most of the Google Nest products together. Like in the future, we're going to install the Nest thermostat, and we already have the Nest Yale lock so that we can just type in numbers instead of having to carry keys around all the time. This doorbell is really cool because it actually has a camera in the front, so whenever someone walks by or whenever someone presses the doorbell, it will show us on our phone who's actually there on our front porch. Right now we have a bunch of these smaller cameras that kind of look a little bit weird, and they're not synced very properly because it's hard to position them. But with this camera, it's right there, right in the front of your house, so there's no way that it's not going to be able to see who's right in front of your home. And of course this is great because nowadays most of our stuff is delivered at home through packages from Amazon or from FedEx, UPS. And in general, you want to see who's on your front doorstep, especially if there could be someone who's coming in and taking your packages. So in this video, I'm going to do a quick unboxing of our new doorbell, and I'm also going to show you guys how to install it. About a year ago, I actually had this same doorbell installed on one of my flip projects. You can see that video over here. But since I saw it done before, and I kind of know what to expect now, I'm going to try it myself, and I welcome you guys to follow me to see if this is going to be a great success or a great failure. Okay, so first things first, let's unbox this guy. All right, so first things first, let's remove the plastic. So this packaging is actually really nice. As you can see here, it is very solid packaging with a nice box. There's a little seal over here to show that it hasn't been opened yet. And there's a tab here to open the seal very quickly. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, remove the box here, and it fits perfectly, so it's like airtight. So here it is. Here is the actual doorbell. You can see the camera here and the nice big fat doorbell. You can press it. As you can see here, it has your different screws and the way it clips onto the back as well. Okay. So inside the box, that's where we're gonna have all the other things. So the first layer has all the instructions here. This thing goes in between your chime. So the way that doorbells work is when you press the button, some current goes through, and this thing kind of intercepts that current. And in this package, I believe it's all the small tools that you're gonna need to install it. So here we have some cable extenders in case you need it. This metal piece is to pop out the Nest doorbell if in the future you want to remove it. So the way it works is they give us this drill bit right here to dig through the stucco. After we're done with that, we put in this screw holder in place, and then we put in the screw to screw into the holder. Finally, in the box are these two pieces right here. This right here is like a shim. This is the main back plate that will be screwed into the wall, and then you take this final Nest piece to clip on here. But if for some reason your doorbell isn't facing front, direct like this, or maybe it's on the side, you can add a little shimmy right here that gives you this extra degrees so that if your doorbell is facing this side of the house, you can slant it a little bit this way so that now your doorbell camera can now see at a wider range. See, instead of looking this way, you can now look this way. So that concludes the unboxing of the Nest doorbell. The rest of the video is going to be me attempting to install the rest of it myself. So wish me luck. So now I'm going to remove the old doorbell to see what we're working with. God. Ew. There's a lot of nasty stuff hidden behind this doorbell. So the Nest doorbell won't actually cover this entire thing, and we're going to see some broken stuff on the left and right. So in the future, I'm going to do a project where I fix this part. But for now, we'll just work with what we have. This doorbell has been here for over 30 years. Before I even owned this house, this doorbell was original. So the first thing we're going to do is install this plate, and we have to make sure that it is in this configuration. And you can see here, this is the top, this is the bottom. You screw the top in, and it allows for some movement here on the bottom to adjust left and right if you need it. We also want to install it such that the wires are on the bottom half of this plate. So I think right here looks pretty good. Unfortunately, as you can see here, you can still see some gap on the left and right side. So let's go ahead and mark where we're going to drill. I'll drill right here. And I'll drill up here. Okay, now's the moment of truth. Let's see if I learned my lesson from last time. So we first use a smaller drill to make it easier for the bigger drill to go through. Okay, now that we have our 2 holes drilled in, we can put these in so that the screws can fit in nice and snugly. Okay, now that I have my 2 things in there, time to screw in the back plate. Alright, hardest part's done. Alright, next we have to connect those 2 to the back of here, and it doesn't matter which one we connect it to, so we just have to put it in and then make sure it fits pretty snug. Now that the wires are attached properly to the doorbell, I can move on to the next step. Okay, so now we're going to attach this little device to our actual chime. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on the app here and you just follow the instructions. So the first thing we're going to do is take a picture of the chime's wiring. We have this green one on the left and the white one on the right on the front trans. So let's go next. There's 2 terminals. It looks like front trans and rear. So we see here, front trans and rear. Click that, it's on the front door. Click next, disconnect the front wire. So I'll put this in my pocket here and go front. So before I did this, I actually turned off the power in my house so there's no sparks. Make sure you guys do this too. Alright, so remove this and insert it into the white wire. Okay, so we have multiple different wires here. We have clips here for where the original wires go, and then we have hooks here that kind of intercept and go to the actual chime itself. So front goes to the white one. Let's remove this guy. As you can imagine, these are very, very old and pretty dirty. So let's go ahead and attach this one here. Okay, so now I connect the white hook to the front terminal, screw it in, and then do the same thing with the other one. Seems very straightforward. Okay, so there's that one. Take the white hook, put it on here. flatten this one out a little bit. Put this one in the gray one. Perfect. Now this thing is in the middle and everything should be working pretty well. So now I'm going to turn on my power and see if everything connects. Okay, so the rest is pretty straightforward. Just go on your app and continue on the process. Hook it up to your internet and make sure it works. By now, if you connect it correctly, every time you press the button, you should see the live video here on the screen. So if I go, you can see it briefly show up here. Now, of course, there's some lag and you're gonna see some feedback as well. But right now, everything works properly. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell notification to see more videos just like this one. I know that I didn't do a super professional job here, but I thought it was a lot of fun and I got to learn a lot about hooking up things, drilling holes into stucco, and using power tools. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Take care.